a part of the mind we don't usually explore. A place Caribbean people were taught to fear, avoid, or joke about. But tonight, we're getting there gently and with curiosity, with calm, and with someone who knows how to guide us through it. So stay with me. This one is different.
Ladies and gentlemen, Massive and crew all across the world, introducing Angie Goodaz, the hostess with the mustache, big and serious podcast creator, yeah, creator and producer, big energy, big heart, big truth, when it's selector. Good evening, my people. This one is a special dedication to a woman with grace, vision and soul. Angie Goodaz. When Angie speak, the whole room listens. Heart so pure, yeah, the truth she giving, big and serious, loving every session. Healing words, real conversation. Lovers rock, sweet vibration. Podcast flow, pure elevation. From the mic to your heart, no hesitation. Angie Goodaz bring love to the nation. Big and serious, where love gets serious, where truth feel glorious. So turn it up, lean back, feel the emotion. This one you're certified devotion. Angie Goodaz, keep the love in motion. Big and serious, both us, straight from the heart, straight from the heart, straight from the heart, straight from the heart. Oh.
This is the Big and Serious Podcast with Angie Goodaz. Let me raise up my chair a little bit. Music, conversation, and a little trouble every time. Welcome to everyone locked in tonight, wherever you're listening from. We're here to bring you big topics, real stories, and conversation that stretch the mind and settle the spirit. But first, I want to say shout out to Wheelie Down Production for my sexy logo and my beautiful Casamigos rhythm, which I'm going to run for you right now. I'll speak over the Casamigos a little if you don't mind. Yeah. I also want to say shout out to Singing P, Selector Madman, Cassette Man, Calendar Man, and of course, Brother Cliff inside the Roots Rock Reggae radio show. And they are live every Monday morning, 1 o'clock in the morning until 4 o'clock in the morning. Them the people that don't like sleep, people. CKUT FM, 90.3 FM out of Montreal. So big up to them. You will see me or hear me 2 o'clock in the morning on Mondays, where I do something called Information for the Nation. Good evening, Brikash Wagwan. Welcome to the building. So now that I've done all my greetings and salutations, let me run over and let in the people them. As you don't know, these people don't like the theme music. They don't like the theme video. Them feel like I teach somebody face or something. I don't know. But it's me. So let me let in my TikTok. Let me let in my TikTok massive and of course my Instagram massive. And while I'm letting them in the building, I want to take a moment to say shout out to Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, my OGs, YouTube, you don't know I love you. Twitch, you are my OGs as well. Rumble and everywhere that you are hearing the Goodaz from. So welcome to TikTok. And we're going to let in them other people there as well. Yeah. So, as I was saying, tonight we're stepping into a space Caribbean people don't always explore. A space inside the mind, inside healing, inside curiosity, and inside the parts of ourselves we often carry very quietly. Like, we don't want to talk about it. We try our hardest not to. We're talking about... You ready for this one? This is a big one, okay? Hypnosis. We're talking culture. We're talking stigma. And we're talking about how we heal in ways that honor who we are. So, settle in, stay open, stay steady, okay? I want you to listen with an open mind because tonight we're going somewhere new. And you know something, I'm going to give it a sexy hand for that. Yeah. So, before we do anything, you done know it is time for the serious thing. So, we're holding space for community tonight as we step into a conversation that might feel new, unfamiliar, or even a little strange at first. Good as we talk about. And that's all right. Not every journey starts with comfort. Some start with curiosity, some start with courage, and some start with simply admitting that we don't know everything, even about ourselves. You see, in Caribbean culture, we have our own rhythm of healing, our own rituals, our own way of coping with the weight of life. We lean on prayer, right? We lean on family, right? We lean on laughter, music, big time, and resilience. We lean on the strength of our ancestors and the stories we grew up hearing. Every miko meka moko, right? One cocoa full basket, right? And for generations, these things carried us through. But alongside all of that beauty, we also, unfortunately, inherited silence. We inherited shame. We inherited the habit of pushing through instead of simply pausing. And we inherited the belief that strength means suffering quietly. Why, I'm not gonna let nobody know, cause, I'm me and God alone. Right? How many times have you said that to yourself? I'm me and God alone. Right? We inherited the idea that vulnerability is weakness, men and women, and children too. And when we grow up with those beliefs alongside, anything outside of that is going to feel foreign. Therapy feels foreign. Meditation, what do you mean meditate? You mean whole meds? Oh no, other meditation, oh yeah, talk about, that feels foreign. Mindfulness, feels foreign. And hypnosis, not even talk to me about that, Goodaz. Hypnosis feels foreign. Not because it's wrong, but because it's unfamiliar. And Caribbean people, well, we don't trust unfamiliar things easily. We side-eye them first. We joke about them. We distance ourselves from them. And we say, me good, even when we're not. But beneath all that bravado, there's something else. Man, there's exhaustion. There is exhaustion. There's longing. There's quiet suffering. There's a desire to feel lighter, freer, more grounded. There's hope, a small brave hope that maybe there's another way to heal. And tonight I want us to sit with that hope, not with fear, not with judgment, not with shame, just curiosity. And you did curious when you did young, and I want to see what is underneath that rock. I want to see what it is. I want you to just listen with that level of curiosity. Because in case you don't know, healing is not one size fits all. Okay? Healing is not limited to what our grandparents knew. And it's not restricted to those four corners of tradition. Healing evolves as we evolve. We have a right to evolve. You have a right to evolve. Me go say it. You have a right. You have a right to evolve. And healing expands as we expand, right? Sometimes stepping into a new form of healing doesn't mean abandoning our culture. It means expanding it. We're a people who believe in spirit, and we believe in energy. My spirit not like him. That's energy. We're a people who believe in intuition. Why? My mind tell me say me nothing cross that road there now. My mind tell me that. That's intuition. We're a people who believe in the power of the mind. Say If me feel like some can't do it, me I go do it. Yeah, you know them way there? Me feel like some can't do it, so me I go do it. That's the power of the mind. So why is it so hard to believe that the mind, why my neighbor would load, why is it so hard to believe that the mind can help us heal too? Why is it so difficult for us as a people to believe that? Maybe it's because, you know, we were taught to fear anything that touches the subconscious. Aside from holding our meds, anything that touches the subconscious mind, nah, it's a no-go. Maybe it's because we grew up hearing stories about mind control and obia and don't let anybody play with your head, right? Don't let anybody comb your hair. Don't let anybody aisle your scalp, right? We grew up with these type of stories. And, you know, maybe it's because we never had the language. We never had the language to talk about mental wellness in a way that felt safe. And maybe it's because we didn't see our elders doing it. Me never see my mother do it. You know, did you see your father do it? You see your granny do it? Right? We didn't see that. Maybe because we just didn't know it was an option. How many things have been hidden from us as a people? You know, it wasn't until like during slavery we weren't allowed to read. You remember that? Not allowed to read. I'm saying you remember that like we were there, but you know, these are the stories that we're told. We probably didn't even know it was an option. So tonight we're gonna open that door very gently. We're exploring something unfamiliar about and without fear. We're asking questions without judgment. We're stepping into a conversation that might challenge us, it might stretch us, and it might surprise us. And that's all right. Growth is supposed to feel a little uncomfortable. Healing is supposed to feel a little new. And curiosity, you know, that quiet, brave curiosity, it's often the first step towards feeling better. So I want you to settle in. I want you to open your mind. I want you to open your spirit. And let's explore how we heal. Not just the Caribbean way, right? I want you to get your mind out of the Caribbean for a minute. I want you to get yourself out of, you know, whatever your religious beliefs are or whatever. I want you to think about this from a human perspective, right? Because sometimes it's the thing that we fear is the thing that'll free us. I'm going to say that one more time. Sometimes the thing that we fear is the very thing that will free us. So before my guest arrives and before we get into the deep dive into hypnosis, I have the opportunity to premiere a song. Go on, Goodaz. Yeah, you know, I always say it's a good time to be the Goodaz, and I will always say it's a good time to be the Goodaz. I get to premiere a song tonight, so we're going to premiere that first while we wait for my guests to arrive in the building. Let me tell you, people, it's hot in here. It is well hot in here, but we are going to work with it, right? Let me drink a sip of water. So I want to say shout out to Planky Don, who took the time to send me his new track, Starboy. So let's vibes out a little bit. Let's, you know, free the mind, since the serious thing was a little bit heavy. You know, I know I carried you to some places that, you know, you probably weren't ready to hear about. So let's free up the mind. This is the world premiere of Starboy. Planky Don, one Planky Don at a place. Planky, thank you for sending this to me. Let's go.
Energy, high spirit. Protect me, Father God, and show all my sins them. Send on the blessings in abundance of my children's. Them a pray me no pray them. West Box Nation. I may never get panic. Prepare for the worst cause the place is a planet. Send for two astronaut. Believe me fam, cause me can't run from it. Born such a them say me full of attitude. Heart full of rage but me tears full of gratitude. Me set the fight from me produce amplitude. High spirited the light spirit. This minute me no feel right. Next minute me gone and a weed eyes. I search and me can't find the green light. Demons that taught me in a real life. Demons that taught me in a real life. Next minute me gone and a weed eyes. I search and me can't find the green light. No, me find the green light.
Let's start it again.
Winner G, I spirit.
Winner G.
Protect
You don't know.
And show all me sins them. Send on the blessings in abundance of my children's. Them a pray me no pray them. Box Nation. I may never get panic. Prepare for the worst cause the place is a planet. Send for two astronaut. Believe me fam, cause me can't run from it. Born such a them say me full of attitude. Heart full of rage but me tears full of gratitude. Me set the fight from me produce amplitude. High spirited the light spirit. This minute me no feel right. Next minute me gone and a weed eyes. I search and me can't find the green light. Demons that taught me in a real life. Demons that taught me in a real life. Next minute me gone and a weed eyes. I search and me can't find the green light. No, me find the green light, yeah. Right I know I some mates, man, I pray you not feed out nobody, not no fear, you full of enemies. Never jam me card when me touching at the streets. Anything you see me with that me go also feed. What is for Caesar is not for me. What is for me, please give that to me. Cause right now me demons are wait for me, set them free. One bird can't fly me, so no afraid. This minute me no feel right. Next minute me gone and a weed eyes. I search and me can't find the green light. Demons that taught me in a real life. Demons that taught me in a real life. Next minute me gone and a weed eyes. I search and me can't find the green light. No, me find the green light, yeah. West click and we never get panic. Prepare for the worst cause the place is a planet. Send me to astronaut. Believe me fam, cause we can't run from it. Born such a them, so me full of attitude. Heart full of rage, but me tears full of gratitude. Me see the fight from produce amplitude. High spirit, the light spirit. This minute me no feel right. Next minute me gone and a weed eyes. I search and me can't find the green light. Demons that taught me in a real life. Demons that taught me in a real life. Next minute me gone and a weed eyes. I search and me can't find the green light. No, me find the green light, yeah. This minute me no feel right. Next minute me gone and a weed eyes. I search and me can't find the green light. Demons that taught me in a real life. Demons that taught me in a real life. Next minute me gone and a weed eyes. I search and me can't find the green light. No, me find the green light.
And that is Starboy by Planky. One Planky down and out of place. You can find that on all streaming platforms. Planky, thank you for the premiere of Starboy. We'll run it again later. And I feel like, you know when you're in alignment, that song just feels like it's in alignment with what we're talking about, because we're going to talk about healing the mind. We're going to talk about hypnosis, and I am so excited. People, it is time for the big conversation. So like I said, I've been looking forward to this one because it's not just information, it's transformative. We're stepping into a space that Caribbean people don't always talk about openly. A space that carries curiosity, hesitation, and a whole heap of cultural stories attached to it. We're talking about hypnosis. Not the jokes, okay? Not the myths, and not the fear, but the real practice, the real science, and the real healing behind it. And to guide us through this unfamiliar territory, we have someone who brings skill, compassion, and cultural understanding to the work. Kendell is a certified hypnotist and wellness practitioner who helps people reconnect with themselves in ways that feel gentle, safe, and deeply intentional. She understands how the mind holds on to stress, how the body carries memory, and how the subconscious shapes the stories we live by. She also understands our culture, the skepticism, the side eye, the "nah, I'm good, miss, I'm good," the fear of anything that touches the mind too closely. And she knows how to meet people exactly where they are, without judgment, without pressure, and without making the unfamiliar feel frightening. Tonight, she's here to walk with us through what hypnosis really is, how it works, who it helps, and why it might be one of the most misunderstood tools in mental wellness, especially in Caribbean communities. So settle in, open your mind just a little, and let's step into this conversation with curiosity, calm, and respect. And I want to say, big up to Baby Goodaz for turning on the air conditioner. You see how it did hot? Yeah. Big up yourself. Big up to you, Baby Goodaz. Let me just... Thank you. All right. So I'm going to go over to the green room. I'm going to see if my guest is ready. Let's see. Where are you? Thumbs up if you're ready for me. Yes, I love it. All right. So people, this is Kendell Cobb. Kendell, welcome.
Thank you, Angie. I am so happy to be here. And we were going to do this earlier. And what happened? Somehow we just weren't in alignment. And
Yes.
it worked out perfectly. And today
Yes.
is great. So
Today is amazing.
very happy to be here. And thank you.
Thank you for being here. And let me take you into the guest room. There we go.
Oh, wow.
Oh, let's see. Look at you. Look at us. Like I said, I've been so excited about this. And people, I will actually, and I'm saying this here, I will actually use Kendell's services. And then we'll talk about, like, maybe, you know, in a year or so, we'll talk about what has that looked like in my life.
It doesn't take a year, Angie.
Oh, in less than a year.
Oh,
Even
way
less than that.
than a year. Much less than a year.
Much less.
Yeah. You open your eyes and the magic begins.
I love it. Afro Prep Now says one of the best in the biz. I love that. Welcome to the building. Welcome to the building. So
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
yes.
I have been doing this now. Next March will be 30 years. So
Wow.
I have a little bit of experience.
Wow. 30 years in the game. And it's not a game, people. That's a habit of me saying that, 30 years in the game. But what first drew you to hypnosis? And how did you know that this was the path that you wanted to explore?
I've told the story many times. I was in labor with my second daughter, and all of a sudden I just panicked and I thought, I can't do this again. I cannot take the pain. I cannot do this. And I have to get help. And I opened up the yellow pages, because this is 1988. And I was living in New York City. I found a hypnotherapist that was downtown, I think 41st Street. And it was an awful experience. He had this dank, dark office. It was very austere. And I didn't trust him. There was no way I was closing my eye. There was no receptionist. Like, it was just, everything was set up just for failure. So it didn't work, but it intrigued me. Move forward. It's 1996, and I'm living in Canada, and there was a paper, Vitality. You'd get it in the
I remember that paper.
in the health food stores, right?
Yeah.
And
remember that paper.
Vitality was great. So there was an ad in there that they were teaching hypnosis at U of T. And I thought, why not?
Why not?
Why not? And my training was pretty bad.
Oh no.
It was pretty
I
bad.
mean, we don't expect you to say that. What do you when you say it was
Well,
pretty bad? What does that mean for you?
it was incomplete. The instructor was awful, but we figured it out
Okay.
nonetheless. We figured it out. And I was like, wow, I'm good at this. Like right away, I was good at it. I was like, I found something that I'm really good at. And previously, I was doing Reiki and therapeutic touch. Um, and I come from a long line of healers.
Oh wow.
So it felt right. It felt right. I had studied acupuncture, realized I don't like touching bodies, people's bodies. I'm not touchy. And it was uncomfortable for me. And I also realized that I had no business in that space. That is something that, of course, Americans and Canadians and Europeans have colonized, but
Yeah.
it's a type of energy work that you can only truly be good at, in my opinion. You can only be good at it if you have grown up with that Asian understanding. We can be taught, but it's something that comes very naturally to them. You have too much damp wind. We don't think in those terms. We don't get
Yeah.
it. Like we can intellectualize it, but I realized I was a fraud
Wow.
and I couldn't do it anymore. I felt like I was doing a disservice to my patients. I felt like, again, I had incomplete education. Um, and I was licensed, but I shouldn't have been. I knew that I shouldn't have been, and I knew this was something that we had colonialized and had no business doing. So I stepped away from that. And hypnosis was just something that I fell in love with immediately. Even with poor training, it was so easy to
Yeah.
figure it out. It's something that came very naturally to me, very, very
Oh wow.
naturally. And it was very organic. And like I said, I was good from the beginning. So I
From the
got
start.
certified, and there is they were having like a health fair at a school in Orangeville in the gym. And then I saw that in Vitality also, and I thought, okay. I set up a table. I went to a desktop publisher because back then we weren't so familiar with how to, not most people, I certainly wasn't, how to prepare a brochure, on the
Yes.
computer. But a woman did it for me. And so I had business cards made up. I had my brochures and I had a little clipboard and I had my day timer. And as
Okay.
people walked by, I said, "What do you know about hypnosis?
Oh
What do you
wow.
think? Is it something you're interested in? What would you like to change?" And I booked a bunch of people from doing that. I think I paid $25 for the table to be
Yeah.
in this health fair. And I just booked people and I came home and I said, "Guess what? I don't know, maybe I had 5, 6, 7 new clients. I don't know how many."
Right.
And he was
Wow.
like, "What? People are going to let you actually do this? Are they crazy?" I was like, "No, no, we'll figure it out." I
Yeah.
emptied out my dining room. I had a formal dining room with the French doors. I took all that stuff out, had my husband put it in the garage, set it up as an office. At the
Wow.
time, we had 3 Rottweilers. They had to go downstairs. Like it was, everyone had to
Because
sit.
everybody would be scared. Yeah. Everybody move. I'm doing something new. Wow.
And I can't
Clearing the
have,
space.
and it was really nice. I made it
Wow.
really, put it together very nicely. And I started from there. And then those people sent me referrals. And then I advertised. I remember the local cable company made a mistake and they charged me, I think it was $28 a month. And I had a 1 year contract. So, when they show on cable, back when people had cable, watch cable, they had the directory for shows, and then there would be a commercial down at the bottom. They ran
Yes.
my commercial for a year on
Wow.
that channel for $28 a month. It was like, and they couldn't renege on it. It was their mistake.
Yeah, so they had to honor it. I
And
love
I
that.
just built a business like that. And every last one of my clients was unmelanated.
Wow. So they trusted
Every
you.
last, and my own people
Wow.
didn't.
And that is the interesting piece of it, right? Because
It
all the people
is.
that don't look like you are willing to have you, help them with their mind and explore things that they probably can't explore while they're conscious, and
Mind
your own
you,
people.
pre-Trump, wouldn't go that way today.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah, yeah.
my own people wanted nothing to, and it hurt so much because I was thinking, come and get you some of this. It is so fast and
Yeah.
easy and efficient. And everyone else is benefiting and we're not.
And we're not
That
benefiting from
was
it.
that was painful.
Did you? I'm gonna take you off the path for a minute. So you're a hypnotherapist. Your own people are not looking at you like there's someone that they're side eyeing you. What was the
Oh my
stigma
goodness,
like that you
yeah.
experienced with that?
It was of the devil. It's not in the Bible, so it is wicked. um, just it was a lot of negativity. A lot of it was religious beliefs when
Yeah,
there's nothing religious about it. But
yeah,
if that's your perception, you're going to believe that unless you
yeah.
can speak with someone. And even still, a lot of people still didn't want to hear it. My grandmother couldn't eat any longer. She had heart issues, and we all knew she was pretty much going to be on her way out within maybe a year, give or take. Um, we went to the doctor, and her doctor wasn't there, who I really didn't care for much. And I had gone down to New York so that I could help with the caring of my grandmother.
Okay.
And there was an interim doctor, and he was Polish. And in Eastern Europe, they are very much about prevention.
Okay.
They have herbs and tinctures, and they're just more natural. And it was funny. We had a talk, and he was saying how much he hated practicing medicine in the States. He hates it. He
Wow.
hates everything about it. And he wants to go back to Poland where he can practice properly.
Wow.
But his wife wasn't willing to leave. So first thing, we went through her meds, and I was like, there are redundancies all through this bag. Can you go through her meds because she's taking far too many pills? He says, are you a chemist, or but how do you know
How do
this?
you know this?
I was like, Google. I Googled
Yeah.
it.
Google's my
It's too
friend.
much stuff. Google's my friend. Google University says there's a problem here.
Yeah.
So when he saw that, then I think he really started taking me even more seriously because he's thinking, okay, she's, maybe she'll do something. So I said, is it okay if I hypnotize my grandmother to eat because she can't swallow? And he explained that this is something that the elderly sometimes experience. It can be extremely problematic. He goes, absolutely. If you can do it, yes, absolutely. So my grandmother is, on my mother's side, is from South Carolina. And I said, Gran, would you let me hypnotize you? And she goes, well, I'm about to die anyway. I don't see why not. So for my
You
own
might as well.
family,
I'm on my way
I'm
out.
dying
It's
anyway.
fine. I'm dying anyway. It's fine.
And I'm just like, wow. But this is what it
This is the
wasn't
opening.
surprising. It wasn't surprising, but she did. I counted her down, put in that she was ravenous. Everything goes down smoothly and easily. Blah 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 blah. Counted her back up, and she went, "Yeah, get in that kitchen and make me some sticky chicken and rice." She was starving.
Oh my goodness.
And she ate right then and there. So that's why when you say a year, I'm like, what are you talking
Nah, a
about?
year, girl.
No, there's no year. anything going on. Big, big, big stuff. Yeah. I just recently
Wow.
had a young lady who lived, I think it was Oklahoma, and she had a baking business that was going nowhere because everybody in Oklahoma, and she was like in the sticks, like a tiny
Okay.
little town, and she couldn't get her cakes in anywhere, and she wanted to move. She wanted to go to Arizona. And I said, okay, we will hypnotize you for manifestation. Tell me
Ooh.
everything that you want. And she says, I
Okay.
want to move to Arizona. I have friends down there. I've been trying to get a job down there for a long time. I can't find a job for a really long time. She was looking. I need a job. I need a place to live. I need all the things. And I really want to move. She had some other stuff too. She wanted to stop smoking weed, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right. Oh, and lose weight. It was all of that. And I do everything, just throw it all in. It's a very
Wow.
holistic treatment. So I want to know, how do you sleep? How do you eat? What's your relationship with food? What are your traumas from the past? What are your dreams? What are your bad
Wow.
habits? Do you hold grudges? When you're sad, where do you feel it? When you're angry, where do you feel it? Where do you hold your pain and your emotions? It's all of those things. So it's very
Yeah.
holistic.
Wow.
And we did a session, and I'm telling you, it was like, I think a month and a half, maybe a month. It was so fast. I don't remember how long it was. It was really fast. She calls me, and she's a Southern girl. She says, Miss Kendell, guess what? I've got the best news. And I said, what is it? She says, I got a job in Arizona.
Wow.
And because I said to her, get an apartment in one of those ritzy titsy complexes, but just get a studio. Live within your
Frugally.
means.
Yeah.
But but a really nice place. I said that has all of the things: the gym, the pool, the dog
Nice.
washing station. You want all of that. You want people that have money, but a studio is fine. It's just you. You have no kids, no nothing, just you. Get a studio.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
to all of the events. Go, because they always do mixers and stuff in these
Yeah.
places down there.
Yeah.
I said, and always bring treats that you have baked, and bring your
Yeah.
cards
That's
with your
ooh.
phone number.
Ooh.
I said, you will have a huge built in, and people that live in those places usually don't bake.
Yeah.
They don't
They
have
don't. They
time to
have time
bake
for
either.
that. They ain't got time for
Right.
that. Kitchen. What? Yeah.
So it's not
Wow.
just hypnosis I do. I do life coaching. I help people put their ideas together. We figure it out. I ask the hard questions, sometimes embarrassing questions, but it's very intimate, you know? And
Wow.
the more I know about someone, the more I can help them.
Wow.
So that part can take 90 minutes, it could take 2 hours. Some people are very complicated. It might go 3 hours. People that have deep wounds and scars and have just a lot to do. But I don't, I don't worry about the time. It's the effect.
The effects of it.
It's the
So
effect.
let's walk somebody through it. So for people who have never experienced hypnosis before, how would you
hmm
describe it? And how would you describe what it actually is and what it isn't?
Okay. It isn't witchcraft. It isn't hocus pocus. It isn't
It
any
isn't
of those
obia.
things. It's not obia. It's none of those things. It is merely through talk, bringing the mind to a place of relaxation that goes deeper than just regular everyday awareness. And I count you down several times, and it's slow and it's gentle and it's easy and it's extremely relaxing. And the hypnosis part of your session is recorded. So you use
Okay.
that for reinforcement after your
Okay.
session. And I say, I'll ask you, do you want to listen to it in the morning or in the evening before bed? And I ask that just so I know how to end the very end of the session.
Ooh.
So if you say, I want to use it to go to sleep, then
Yeah.
I will talk you into a really deep, restful sleep and tell you that when you wake up, you're going to feel fully refreshed and happy and joyful, and your creativity soars and booms, and you're going to have a great day. So imagine starting your day with all
Well,
that
yeah,
positivity, right?
that's you're ahead of the game. You're way
Right.
ahead of the game with that,
And
right?
this is why so many of my clients are like, I have to check in once a year. Not so many, maybe half. And I wish the other half would. But if you take a session every year, because your life keeps changing. I have some people that do it around their birthday,
Okay.
or some do it at the like January for the year. Everyone's different, but you check it forces you to check in with yourself. We're busy, we're all, hustling to make money, to pay these exorbitant bills. The prices of everything is going up, inflation is mad, and we're very distracted, and we start to forget where are our struggles, what's not working for us, what are we doing that is holding us back, what are our thoughts and our beliefs, what has happened that has been traumatizing that we shoved down because we didn't have
Yes.
the luxury of reflection,
Yeah.
and to be able to just, you know,
Yeah. To
really
deal with it, work
take
through it
stock.
properly. Yeah.
Right, we don't have that luxury. Like, we're living like robots, just going, going,
Yeah.
going, going.
Yep.
So it's a time to reflect, see where you've grown, see what you need to, what's in the rear that you need to bring up. So just like you go for, you go to the doctor once a year for your checkup, your annual checkup, a physical, it's like that. But for your mind and for
But for
your
your mind.
emotions and all that.
Wow. Um, really cool. That's definitely bringing everything holistic. So,
I have the
on a
best job ever, ever, ever. I love it.
yeah,
I
I can
love helping
imagine.
people.
And seeing the results of your work as well,
But you
right?
know what? It's funny. I'm not it I'm not much of a businesswoman. I really don't, people say we shouldn't give that much time. But I care more about the effect. I want people to get it all out. And when you say it, we go through things that we don't ever utter a word about. When you actually let it come out of your mouth, you hear yourself, and then you address it through hypnosis, it's really powerful.
Yeah.
So it's important to take stock in where you are in your life. Where do you want to be? What no longer serves you? What would you like to invite in?
Yeah.
So it works
Yeah.
for all of that.
I love it. I love it. Are you able to tell the audience on a scientific level what happens to your mind when you're being hypnotized? Do you know
We
any of that
don't
stuff?
we don't really know exactly what happens, but what does happen in layman's terms, the easiest answer is you bring your focus all the way down to the
Okay.
point where it's and you're not surrendering your will. That's one of the fears people have. I don't want,
Yeah.
what if the person asks my bank
Yeah,
account
my bank
numbers,
information.
or like,
Or tells me to bark like a, like that Eddie Murphy movie, I forget, Coming to America, I think it is, where the guy
yeah,
hypnotizes a girl and he tells her to bark like a dog and then she's barking like a dog. I think he
it's
hypnotized her. I can't recall, but
I don't remember that. But
yeah.
it's just, like, I'm going to jeopardize my reputation because I find it amusing to see you bark like a dog.
No.
No,
Makes no
that's
sense.
not a thing. That's
Yeah, it
not a
makes no
thing.
sense.
And I'm not
Yeah.
going to ask you your bank account numbers. And it's recorded. The hypnosis part is recorded. It's an audio. And I email that to you to use for reinforcement. But just ethically, I'm just not built like that. And I don't think 99.9%. I mean, there's an influx now. I don't know what's happening, but all of a sudden, there are all these people that are doing hypnosis. I don't know who they're being certified by. I don't know what their education is. I don't know any of these things, but there's an influx of people, which is really scary. And I am very concerned for my profession because the public doesn't know one from the other. And especially when you look at social media, there are people that are very social media savvy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They just know all the things to say and do and when and where to post and how to do this. And they're walking down
Yeah.
the street and they've got their phones and doing all this stuff. And I come from before this time, 1996. Excuse me,
Yep.
1997 is
Yep.
when I started.
Yep.
I I never got in. I never had a chance to really learn it, and I really don't like it. But through referrals, and I do interviews sometimes. Um, and when you know how I broke in with the Caribbean community? King Simon. Are you familiar with him?
King's no. Who is King Simon?
King Simon is a promoter in New York City.
Okay.
He used to be at CBGB's and all these different reggae clubs, and I think he even might have had an album once, or I'm not sure. But he's very well known in New York. Actually, New York, Atlanta, LA. A lot of people know who King Simon is. He does, and he's an astrologer.
Oh, really?
He's, yeah, no, not astrologer, a numerologist.
Oh, numerologist.
Numerologist, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Excellent,
Even that
excellent
alone.
numerologist. So he has a channel, and he had been trying to get me to come on, and I kept saying no because I didn't want to be on camera. But COVID hit,
Oh, good old COVID.
and then what was I to do? I had to.
Yeah.
I mean, it afforded me the luxury of being able to see people all over the country, all over the world,
Yeah.
because I do it online now.
Yeah.
And I am so grateful to Simon for that. But
Yeah.
check him out, King Simon Productions. He has astronumeration. Very, very interesting and knowledgeable man.
King Simon. I'm just typing it in for our audience. I'm wandering around with one contact lens right now, so
I can't see anything. I took off my glasses because of the
did
glare.
you? Oh, because of the glare.
You're fuzzy right now.
Oh, because I think because I'm typing. 1 second.
No, it's my vision.
Oh, I see. Oh,
It's my
it's okay.
vision.
I can see you in one eye. The other eye, I can't see you. So my brain is fighting itself because it's trying to look through the right eye, and it's like, no, there's nothing there. Let me go back to the left. So it like comes in and out. So I'm like, ooh, okay, we're back again. You know, it's really interesting that King Simon basically took you into the virtual world. And that when you said, I'm going to be honest with you, when you said King Simon, you said he's very popular in the Caribbean culture. I thought he was a DJ or an artist or,
He
a
was a host,
chef.
a comedian. He's hilarious. Has been doing numerology forever. He
Yeah.
was under. Oh, someone's coming in the door. Hold on, excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm doing a podcast right now. Oh, okay. We're good. I'm back. Yeah, he learned quite a bit from Lloyd Strayhorn. And when I was a little
Okay.
girl, Lloyd Strayhorn was on the radio in New York City.
Oh, wow.
And he would do numbers and you. I remember, and he would do the numerology every day. It was great.
Wow.
And then I found out my mother went to school with him. They grew up in the same neighborhood. So I've also
Yeah.
done Lloyd Strayhorn's show as well.
Oh,
He's
wow.
fun.
That's really cool. Um, how do you, okay, actually, where was I? In your
You gotta close one
experience,
eye.
close one,
And
I
then
know, when I
Close
close
one
one
eye, and
I'm
then you
like,
can read.
it's so true. You should see me at work. I'm like, so in your experience, and I know you've said you have a holistic approach and you look at all of it. What areas of life or personal challenges do you feel respond the most effectively to hypnosis?
Oh, everything. Everything. It's what do you want? Do you want to
Ooh,
change your eating habits? Do you want to start taking better care of your body and exercising regularly and sticking to a regimen? Do you want to release anger and pain from the past, from your childhood? Do you want to, I mean, it's so many things. Do you want to stop smoking or doing drugs, or do you want to
wow.
be more focused?
Wow.
Do do you tend to procrastinate? That my intake form is really long. It's long. Do you hold on to grudges? Do you have a sugar addiction? I work with cancer patients. I work
Wow.
with diabetics or people that are borderline diabetic that need to change their diet and exercise routine. I mean, anything you can. I have a client that's a pilot, an airline pilot. And I don't know if you know this, but airline pilots, for every plane that they fly, they have to know every system in that aircraft.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is a sister pilot, beautiful, beautiful young woman.
Yeah.
And she works with me when she has to learn a new airplane because they're basically engineers. They're not just pilots. They know every single system in
Everything.
that plane. I never knew that it was
I didn't
that
know that either.
detailed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I get people studying the bar or studying for the MCAT. So, some people come for educational reasons. But again, you mix everything in there. I will
Yeah.
ask, what did you learn in your childhood home that you need to unlearn?
Ooh.
What are some of the messages that you need to release because you believe it? And for a lot of us, we're stuck financially because money is the root of all
All
evil.
evil.
And
Yes.
there's some mixed messages that we get, and
Yes.
the elders don't realize what they're saying when they're
Yeah.
teaching us these things, but and it'll be in the recesses of your mind, you know, just working away at you. And sometimes it's people are afraid to branch out and start a business, or they don't feel capable. So we'll boost them with confidence. And confidence goes a long way in all areas of life.
Yeah.
Everyone needs confidence.
Definitely.
Um, just so many different things. So many different things.
Wow. So, how, for those clients that come in and they're feeling skeptical and they're nervous and they're unsure about the process, how do you help them? How do you get them from that space into going into your services?
That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen because before anyone is my client, they have a consultation. And it's on the phone, and they ask their questions, and we vibe and we build and we get to know each other. And even if they're afraid when they call, by the end of that call, they're just excited to get started.
Wow. I know. We've had a few conversations, and every time I speak to you, I'm like, I got to do this like right now, right now. So yeah, I love, like, you definitely have the energy to be able to help people in all aspects of their life. What are there people that you feel or you've noticed should not do hypnosis? Are you able to pinpoint those people, or is this something that you
Yes,
just?
people that have really intense mental illness, bipolar, if you're going through a manic episode, not a good idea at that point, you know. I have worked with people that are bipolar, but they're on their medication, they are high functioning, everything
Okay.
is good, they're smooth sailing. I figure all that, I work with them first to figure out where they are.
Right.
Um, Mostly that's mental illness is usually what I'm most concerned about. Because even with my grandmother, I think her heart at that point was functioning at maybe 35%,
Wow.
but I was still able to put her under. I didn't leave her under long. I hit it fast.
Yeah.
You're starving, your throat is silky smooth, you chew and everything goes down smoothly and easily, and you feel wonderful. And you feel relaxed and calm, chewing and swallowing. And this is how you remain for the rest of your life. and then
Wow.
bring her back up. I wasn't going to leave her down long because that level of relaxation, 35% heart function.
Yeah,
But
your muscles start relaxing.
I work with very sick people sometimes,
Wow. Um,
and athletes, and salespeople, and entrepreneurs. Like I have different levels. I have a concierge service that I do with executives, and I'm very available to them.
so
Very, very available.
how would an executive use your services? Like, what would they be approaching you for?
Oh, intuition, power, um, negotiating skills, all kinds of different things, and relaxation. A lot of them are extremely
High
stressed,
strung. Yeah.
very type A, high strung, and they're just putty. They just
Wow.
smooth right out. They melt into the chair or the bed beneath them, and they just they love it.
Wow. That's really cool. It's so it's neat to see that you're able to help so many people on so many different levels in so many different areas. So literally, if it's an area of life, you can get help with it.
And I work with children too.
Really?
I had a little girl. She was not Bosnia. Where is she from? Can't remember where she was from. Eastern European country. War was going on, and her dad was dragged out of the house by soldiers. And she was so traumatized. She had complex trauma,
Wow.
and she wouldn't go to school. Now, they live in Toronto. She wouldn't go to school because she just could not handle, she was so overwhelmed. She couldn't handle school.
Yeah.
If someone knocked on the door, she'd go running and slide under a bed. She was terrified. She really had deep trauma. And the school board was after her parents. They were saying that they were going to contact
Children's
CAS,
Aid or whatever. Yeah.
Children's Aid Society, because the child wasn't going to school. And she was, I think, maybe a freshman in high school. And even during our session, she wouldn't speak to me. Her mother sat next to her. I'd ask a question. She'd whisper in her mother's ear, then her mother would say it. This session took like 5 or 6 hours.
Wow.
It took a lot of patience. And then when it was time to put her under, they brought the laptop into the bedroom. She laid in her bed, but she wouldn't even let her mother sit at the foot of the bed. Her mother had to sit like on the floor next to her.
Wow.
And I put her, and she spoke English, but they weren't from an English-speaking country. I wish I could remember where they were from. But they were unmelanated.
Right.
They weren't from, So as I started putting her under and counting her down, she started like a fish on her bed. I'd never seen this before, and I was terrified. I was like, what do I do? I'm
You're
gonna
like,
keep
do I
going.
take her out? Do I pull her out or?
I thought, and then I said, no, I'm going to keep going because
Wow.
with all this movement, if she wants to pop up, she'll pop up. You always have the ability to say no, And I said,
Okay.
I decided I was just going to keep going. Kept going, she's flopping around. The mother's looking at me. I'm looking at the mother. I'm like, I just keep going. And when I tell you, this little girl opened up her eyes and she said, I'm so sorry, Kendell. I wish I would have spoken to you. You're a very nice lady. And thank you for being so patient with me.
What?
Just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that. The mother called me the next day. She said, we got our girl back. Like,
Wow.
I haven't seen this kid in years. Years. She was able to go back to school. Like, people could knock on the door. Her aunt lived in the building and would often come. Actually, I did the aunt also, and the dad. I did 3 people in the family. And then they started telling other people. Why can't I remember where these people are from?
My mind keeps saying Bosnia. I don't know.
It's not,
Yeah.
and it's not Bosnia.
It's not Bosnia.
But wonderful family and people that have never probably seen Black people till they got here.
Yeah.
They don't know, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Canada was their first time,
Yeah.
and they trusted me. A lot of times it comes from desperation. Sometimes the trust is desperation. People are
Yeah.
really desperate.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that culturally, hypnotherapy is not something that they
It's
would have
common.
considered, but they were desperate. They wanted to get their daughter back because she was really suffering.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing that you're able to help her and help her to turn her life around, you know, and be able to go on to do amazing things as opposed to being paralyzed by fear,
And
right?
being taken away, from your parents,
Yeah.
because
And ending up in the system.
they wanted to put her on medication. The parents were like, absolutely not. We're not doing that. So
Wow.
it was desperation why they called me.
Wow. What do you find? I know you said like a lot of your clients are, especially in the beginning, they were unmelaninated. Do you find that there are certain cultures that are more open to the process of the thought process of hypnosis, or is it just like a curiosity thing?
Today, I think because my name has gotten around, and it's funny that it has because I don't advertise, I don't do anything, but it gets around. I have doctors and all kinds of therapists that send people to me, referrals. So, like I said, I'm not that big into the business aspect of it. Of course, I have to be paid, but the whole like social media blitz, like if you look at any of my social media, it's so sad. I, I don't,
So I'm
I
lucky
don't
that
do
I
it.
found one of your few posts. I
That
was like,
if it wasn't for that, that was very crafty of you, though. That was good. I like that.
yeah. I was like,
I,
that
I
is
must have
interesting.
said,
I need her on my show.
and I probably said something really smart ass too, right?
I probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
They get on my nerves on there. I only go on there to like flick at a couple of things, see what's going on. What's the new trend that I say I'm going to do, but I know I hate being on camera, so I'm not going to
Yeah.
do.
And that's it.
Yeah,
Are you able
and
to
I poke
hypnotize
around.
yourself? Or do you need
In a
someone to
way,
do that for you?
no, I can't let anyone do it for me because I'm too busy critiquing and judging every little thing they do, every pause, the
Like, why do you stop?
music, the everything. I am so obnoxious with that. I can't help it. My brain automatically goes. I guess it's like how singers probably hear a song differently than
Yeah.
non-singers.
Yeah.
They're not really just soaking it in. I can't soak it in.
Wow. So then you just kind of handle it yourself.
Yeah.
Huh. I love that.
But a lot of my work I do for change, I do in the sleep state, not hypnosis, but actual sleep state. As I'm falling asleep, I plan what it is I'm going to work on, and then I think about it and I soak it in and I feel it. I feel the temperature, or I see myself going or doing or whatever it is that I want and create it like that.
Yeah, I've heard that visualization and setting intentions just before you go to sleep is like top
And
tier.
when you're waking up, do it when
When
you're
you're waking up.
waking up too, before you open your eyes. When you feel yourself waking up, take your mind straight there.
Okay. I'm gonna try that too. I'm gonna try that too.
It's good.
I believe you. I think that especially in our culture, like we need to be more open to these type of things. I just feel like it would
But
help so many of us.
I understand it though, I get it. I get why people think the way they think. Some people think the way they think. But we have come a long way, Angie. We have. I would say 98% of my clients now are us. It's us.
Really?
And I have Black doctors and chiropractors and lawyers and all kinds of professional Black people sending referrals. And then they see, when I do an interview, I haven't done one in a long time, but they see interviews, and I did a radio show with Dr. Kamal Fakai, and he has a terrestrial radio show in New York. Actually, I don't think it's New York. I think WBAI is national, maybe
Okay.
international as well.
Wow.
And he is a functional doctor that does everything, like every kind of holistic treatment you can imagine. He does integrative medicine, Yale trained, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant man. And he interviewed me, and I've received so many clients from that one interview.
Wow. That's amazing. I love that. So, if people were looking to, actually, before I even get there, for someone who's listening tonight and they're curious but they're still hesitant, what would you want them to know?
Just call me. You have questions, call me. Let's talk. Let's hear what's going on, and I can answer your questions. And it's so no obligation, like so no obligation. My feelings aren't hurt if you don't book, but everybody always books. But I'm putting out that my feelings would not be hurt.
Hurt if you chose not to.
Yeah, sometimes it's like, oh, let me get my money together. It's that. But I would say more than 90% of people that inquire book.
Wow.
More than
90%. That's amazing.
And now it's high. It's
that's
very
amazing
high.
closing rate.
There's no
for someone who used to do
closing.
sales, because
And
it
I
just
work
keeps
with
going.
sales teams too. I love to work with sales teams.
Yeah.
But it's not, it really isn't to sell. It truly is a consultation. What do you need? What would you like to change? What are your struggles? Well, this is what I do, and this is how I do it, and this is what you can expect. And I answer all the questions. And sometimes on my website it says for a free 20-minute consultation. I've never had a 20-minute consultation. It's always longer than that. Always.
Wow.
But I don't want to scare anyone away and be like, listen, we may be on the phone for an hour. But it's not usually that long, but I do like to just explain and get to know people and let them get to know me a little bit too.
Which makes sense, because you'd want them to know you, like understand you or what have you, so that you can build that level of trust as well.
I am keenly aware that people, there's so many frauds out here. So many frauds. So, I get it.
It's funny because since speaking to you, the amount, and I know they say the phones are listening, but the amount of hypnosis ads and things that I've seen it's insane to me.
And how many of those people are actually qualified is what scares me.
Yeah.
Because then people go to someone who doesn't know what they're doing, and then they say, oh, that's garbage, it doesn't work, don't waste your money, blah, 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 blah. And then the new thing now is, and this is what scares me, they have apps, hypnosis apps.
Yeah, I saw one the other day.
And how can that possibly curate a proper induction for you? It's so impersonal.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to do that with an app. My mind is no. I wouldn't. I wouldn't be able to do that with an app. Not at all. So my last question for you: for anyone who wants to learn more, or they want to book a session, or they want to connect with you directly, where can they find you?
Hypnosis with Kendell, and it's ELL. In Kendell, hypnosiswithkendell.com, or they can call my 1-800 number.
You know what? I'll type the 1-800 number. I can't really type. What's your number?
1-800-396
396.
mind.
Oh, you gotta tell me the.
MIND. Oh,
I'm on the keyboard.
6463.
Okay, six four six three.
6463.
All right, people. So this is how you can get in touch with Kendell, and of course, would you say what hypnosiswithkendell.com?
Com.
So hypnosiswithkendell.com or 1-800-396-6463. Any last closing comments you want to give the audience before I let you go?
Consider it.
Yeah, I like
Consider being brave enough to change your life and to go after what you really want, fix what's not working for you, and move forward. Just move forward. It feels good. It feels really, really good to go under. It's like some people say they feel like sort of like a weighted blanket on them. They feel like very cozy and very in their bodies. Other people will say that they feel very light. Some people feel tingles sometimes. I've had people tell me that they floated away. There's astral travel that takes place sometimes for certain
Wow.
people.
Wow.
It's different for everyone. No two people ever have the same experience, ever, ever. It's just not a thing. But
And you know what? I
think
like
about
that
it.
though. I like that. I wouldn't want a cookie cutter experience with everybody else. I want my
You're
own.
not going to get that with me.
Yeah,
That's
I
just
love
not
that.
going to happen. And I tell you, come be comfortable. I tell ladies, don't bother to wear a bra. I want you to be comfortable. No
The
bra.
girls will be free.
Let them
Let the girls be
free.
free. You know, I love that.
And bring beverages and snacks because we're going to spend some time together. And before your session, I send the link and I just tell you, be somewhere comfortable, be somewhere private so that you can fully express yourself and use your laptop instead of a phone. Because I need to be able to see you as I'm putting you under. I need to see your movements. And from looking at you when you're laying down, I can see where you are. I know if I need to
Oh,
push
what stage you're
harder,
in.
pull back. I need to be able to see what's going on. So with the phone, it doesn't work the same. I can't see you, right? It's not clear. And the sound isn't as good. But I do record it for after. And I'll ask you your choice of music. Do you want to hear nature with, a babbling brook or an ocean? Do you want to hear ohms, sound of the universe? There's so many different types of music that I use.
Wow.
So I really try to curate it so that it speaks to you.
Yeah.
So you're
I
very
like
much
that.
a part of the decision
Process.
making on certain things. Absolutely.
I love that. So with the laptop part of it, what are they like? They just leave it on their bed and then
Yeah,
they.
just put it beside you, facing you, so that I can see.
Wow. I love that. People, I will get hypnotized and we'll talk about it after.
You can come back and let them know.
And we can, yeah, for sure. Thank you so much,
Thank you for having
for
me.
being here and this amazing conversation and bringing the culture into closer proximity with hypnosis and, things of the mind because we should use all the tools that we have available
We
to
are a
us.
magical people. We have so many gifts and talents and so much to give to this world and to our own people.
Yep.
So we want to be the best we can be.
Yep. 100%. I love that. Thank you so much.
Thank
Have
you,
yourself a
Angie.
beautiful evening. We will talk soon. People,
Good.
this is Kendell Cobb from Hypnosis with Kendell. You can find her at hypnosiswithkendell.com and her phone number, which is in the chat because I can't look at it again. The eyes. Have a beautiful evening. Thank you so much.
You too. Thank you for having me, Angie. It was a pleasure. I
Yeah, I
really
enjoyed
enjoyed
this.
myself.
You have to come back again. We have to go on another tangent, and I really enjoyed it. So you're family
It
now.
was
You're stuck.
wonderful. Yay!
You're stuck.
Yay! Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. All right. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Yes, people, that was Kendell. That was such an amazing conversation. So, if you're ever looking to get hypnotized and to change your life and, problematic areas, you need to get in touch with Kendell. So now we are going to go into the big feature. All right, so I'm going to bring back my Casamigos rhythm because, I like to talk over the Casamigos. Let's lower this a little bit. All right, so tonight's big feature is just, it's very timely. We do things very intentional over here at the Big and Serious podcast. And we are shining a warm and grateful light on one of the most important cultural voices to ever come out of Jamaica. Miss Louise Bennett-Coverley. And if you grew up hearing her poems, her stories, her laughter, or even just her name, you already know the kind of joy she carried. But for those who may not know her well, let's take a moment to understand why she's so deeply woven into the fabric of Caribbean identity and why her legacy connects directly to Toronto. So Louise Bennett was born in Kingston in 1919, and from early on she had a gift, not just for words, but for truth. She saw beauty in the everyday Jamaican experience. She saw poetry in the way we talk. She saw pride in the things society told us to hide. And she made it her mission to show Jamaicans that our culture, our dialect, our humor, our struggles, and our stories were worthy of respect. Yeah, put some respect on it. And at a time when speaking patois was considered uneducated, you see the air quotes, uneducated, Miss Lou stood firm and said one of her most famous lines, I'm proud of my language. Just one sentence, but it shifted an entire nation's mindset. Miss Lou didn't just write poems, she performed them. She embodied them. And she carried them with a joy and confidence that made people sit up straighter and smile wider. Her performances were legendary, full of laughter, rhythm, storytelling, and cultural pride. She brought patois to stages across Jamaica, across the Caribbean, across North America, and across the world. She appeared on radio, television, and in theaters, always with that unmistakable spark in her voice, that spark that said, "This is who we are, and we are enough." She taught Jamaican folklore at the University of the West Indies, and she preserved stories that might have been lost. She uplifted voices that might have been silenced. She became a cultural ambassador long before social media, long before diaspora pride became mainstream, long before representation became a buzzword. But here's the part that matters deeply to us tonight. Miss Lou made Toronto her home. In the 1980s, she moved to Toronto and became a cultural mother to the Jamaican and Caribbean diaspora here. She performed across the city. She mentored young artists. She supported community events. She helped Caribbean immigrants feel seen, understood, and connected to home. And she became a fixture in Toronto's cultural landscape, not as a visiting icon, but as a neighbor, a teacher, a storyteller, a bridge, an auntie. For many Caribbean families in Toronto, Miss Lou was the first person who made them feel like their culture belonged here too. She helped build the foundation for the Caribbean presence we see in this city today, from Caravana to community theater to cultural festivals to the way we speak, laugh, and live in this city. Miss Lou didn't just entertain, she liberated, she reframed, she reprogrammed the way Jamaicans saw themselves, both at home and in the diaspora. And that's why she belongs in this episode. Because tonight we're exploring hypnosis, a practice rooted in mindset, perception, and the subconscious. And when you think about it, Miss Lou was doing her own form of cultural hypnosis long before the term became popular. She helped Jamaicans unlearn shame. She helped us challenge the belief that our dialect was inferior. She helped us see beauty in our reflection. She helped us rewrite the stories we told ourselves about who we are. Miss Lou taught us that healing begins with how we see ourselves. Healing begins with how we see ourselves. She taught us that identity is not something to hide, it's something to celebrate. She taught us that the mind is powerful and that the stories we repeat shape the way we move through the world. So if you keep telling yourself, say you're a claffy, well, you're going to walk through life as a claffy. And if you keep telling yourself, say you're brilliant and you're abundant and you can't get anything where you want, properly, of course, you're going to live your life so. It's just the way it is. And in a conversation about hypnosis, about shifting mindset, releasing fear, and exploring new ways of healing, her legacy fits perfectly. Because what is hypnosis at its core? It's a guided journey into the mind. It's a reframing of old beliefs. It's a release of shame. It's a softening of fear. It's a new way of seeing yourself. And Miss Lou spent her entire life helping Jamaicans do exactly that. So tonight, as we explore the unfamiliar, we anchor ourselves in someone who made the unfamiliar feel safe. Someone who made identity feel powerful. Someone who taught us that our culture is not something to escape. It's something to elevate. Louise Bennett reminds us that healing doesn't always come from medicine or therapy or hypnosis alone. Sometimes healing comes from laughter. Sometimes it comes from language. Sometimes it comes from reclaiming the parts of ourselves we were taught to hide. And sometimes healing comes from remembering who we are, no matter where we live. And that was the big feature. So, as we move, we get into my favorite part of the show. I love all the conversations, and I say this every week, and I swear it is the absolute truth. We're going to take a moment to say, Lickle more Casamigos Rhythm. This is my favorite part of the show, because we are now entering into the vinyl ritual. So I want you to take a breath with me, because this is the moment in the show where everything slows down. The lights twinkle a little softer, the room gets a little warmer, and the energy shifts from conversation to ceremony. So welcome to your vital ritual. And, I did run the Planky Dawn tune earlier in the show. I'm going to play a little bit of it now for those that missed it. But this is world premiere again, because I just played it earlier in the show. But Planky Dawn, Starboy, here we go. And big up to Planky on the TikTok app. I see you over there. Winner G Azid.
Protect me, Father God, and show y'all me sins them. Send on the blessings in abundance of my children's. Them I pray me not pray them. Bob's Nation. I may never get panic. Prepare for the worst, cause the place is a planet. Send for two astronaut. Believe me, fam, cause me can't run from it. Born such a them, say me full of attitude. Heart full of rage, but me tears full of gratitude. Me set the fire from me produce amplitude. High spirited, the light spirit. This minute me no feel right. Next minute me gone and a weed eyes. I search and me can't find the green light. Demons that taught me in a real life. Demons that taught me in a real life. Next minute me gone and a weed eyes. I search and me can't find the green light. No, me find the green light, yeah. Right I know I some bits, man, I pray you not feed on nobody, not no fear you full of enemies. Never jam me yard when me touching at the streets. Anything you see me with that me go also feed. What is for Caesar is not for me. What is for me, please give that to me. Cause right now me demons are wait for me, set them free. One word, kid fly me, set no free. This minute me no feel right. Next minute me gone and a weed eyes. I search and me can't find the green light. Demons that taught me in a real life. Demons that taught me in a real life. Next minute me gone and a weed eyes. I search and me can't find the green light. No, me find the green light, yeah. West click and we never get panic. But here for the worst cause the place is a planet. Send we to astronaut. Believe me fam, cause we can't run from it. Born such a dumb, so me full of attitude. Heart full of rage, but me tears full of gratitude. Me see the fight from produce amplitude. I spirit, the light spirit. This minute me no feel right. Next minute me gone and a weed eyes.
Yes, people. That was Starboy by Planky Don. Big up yourself, Planky. One Planky Don in the place. All right, so like I said, we are in the vinyl ritual. So I want you to take a moment picturing that beautiful record needle slowly lowering onto the vinyl and the vinyl beginning its beautiful turn as the music starts to play. So we're starting off tonight with sweetness, pure, uncomplicated sweetness. Chronics reminds us that joy is a form of healing too. Sometimes the first step in any inner journey is simply letting the body move, letting the shoulders drop, letting the spirit ease itself back into softness. This is Skanking Sweet Chronics.
The pressures of a life and it tough. No stay down, mama, time pick it up. No bother with the down full style, strictly up, full vibes. I pick it up when the bills, them, the rent and the mortgage due. Yeah. When me chalice, when your best friends are gone and it's only you. Yeah, like a past split, turn up the music. Skanking sweet, everybody wanna feel like free. Forget your troubles and the rock with me. You know feel a reggae music sweet, yeah. Skanking sweet, everybody wanna feel like free. Forget your troubles and the rock with me. You know feel a reggae music sweet, yeah. Skanking sweet, for every pain there's a melody, yeah. For every trouble there's a harmony that brings everything together. So make we sing together. And who said life no order? And every man got this struggle. I beg you to help me, Lord, and let me overcome my troubles. Skanking sweet, yeah. Everybody wanna feel like free. Forget your troubles and rock with me. You know feel a reggae music sweet, yeah.
favorite part of the song. All right. So hopefully, while this song was playing, you let your mind settle and you let your breath slow down and you let your spirit open. But now we elevate. Chronics takes us higher into clarity, into upliftment, and into that feeling of standing somewhere quiet and seeing your life from a new angle. Healing often feels like climbing, but when you reach a new height, even for a moment, the air changes and the mind clears and the heart expands. Chronics, Love is on the Mountain. And let me run it again. Doesn't this feel like meditative? People, I need to run it again. Can I run it again? And let me run this one more time. There's something about that bass line, people. I don't know. There's something about that bass line. I could just marinate in this song, but we're gonna keep going. Love is on the Mountain, Chronics. All right, let's keep going forward. So now we step into growth. gentle, steady, spiritual growth. Garnet Silk had a way of singing truth without force. This track is a reminder that healing doesn't happen all at once. It grows quietly, patiently inside you. Let this one water parts of you that need encouragement. Garnet Silk, it's growing.
My love is a stepping up. My love is a stepping up. I know. My love is stepping up. It's growing. There's love inside of me. Oh, and it's showing. Shining so bright. It's glowing.
You know, I gotta run it again.
Yes, and
I gotta run it again, people. I'm sorry. Nah, I apologize. I'm not sorry.
my love is a stepping up. My love is a stepping up. I know. My love is stepping up. It's growing. There's love inside of me. Oh, and it's showing. Shining so bright. It's glowing. This love of mine. Yes, and it's showing. Just can't hide. So long we've been together. Can't keep you to myself. Got to share you with another. Got to share you with someone else. It's growing. This love inside of me. Oh, and it's showing. Shining so bright. It's growing. I know this love of mine. Yes, it is showing. Just can't hide. Come on, my brothers and sisters. Let's not waste our time. We got to move together. Let's synchronize our minds. It's growing. This love inside of me. Oh, and it's showing. Shining so bright. It's growing. I know this love of mine. Yes, and it's showing. Just can't hide. A prayer for you and a prayer for me. Let's live in love and harmony. Only love can set us free. It's growing. This love inside of me. Oh, and it's showing. Shining so bright. It's growing.
All right. So we're going to keep it moving, people.
Only love can set
And you
us
know,
free.
we can't do just one Garnet Silk song. We got to do more than one, all right? We got to do more than one.
Whoa, it's growing.
So, this one is joy wrapped up in prayer. Garnet Silk brings innocence, playfulness, and spiritual grounding all in one breath. And you know, this song actually had me in a chokehold when I was younger, when it first came out. Sometimes the deepest healing comes from the simplest prayers, the ones wrapped in childhood. I just mentioned childhood. Wrapped in sweetness, wrapped in the kind of purity that Garnet Silk carried in his voice. So I want this one to remind you that spirit doesn't always speak in thunder. Sometimes it speaks in laughter. This is Splashing Dashing Garnet Silk. Let's go.
Oh, Father, who art in Zion, hear our voice, O Jah, today in our prayer, and accept our thanksgiving. Father, we thank thee for all that you have done and for what you're doing now. Oh, yeah, yeah. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He restoreth my soul. Splashing, dashing, restless sea. Never still you seem to be. Sometimes angry, sometimes sad. Sometimes you laugh as though you're glad. Splashing, dashing, restless sea. Never still you seem to be. Sometimes angry, sometimes sad. Sometimes you laugh as though you're glad. Little children love you well. Love all the wondrous tales you tell. Love to watch you come and go in the tides that heaven flow. Yet though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, 'cause Jah is with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Splashing, dashing, restless sea. Never still you seem to be. Sometimes angry, sometimes sad. Sometimes you laugh as though you're glad. Splashing, dashing, restless.
Is that Reggae Nights I see? Wagwan, welcome to the building.
Sometimes angry, sometimes sad. Sometimes you laugh as though you're glad. Little children love you well. Love all the wondrous tales you tell. Love to watch you come and go in the tides that heaven flow. Go so strong.
Oh, I do want to say, share the live. Share the live. Share the live. Says I say that as the show's ending.
Tiny vessels safe you keep, rocking them gently as you sleep. The Lord is.
All right. So 2 weeks ago on the show, we honored Jackie Matu. And of course, who would I be to not run a Jackie Matu track? But this is not just any track, okay? Because we're going to clear the mind. And in this moment, Jackie Matu is giving us space to have just rhythm, vibration, and space. Instrumentals are powerful because they let your thoughts breathe. They let your emotions settle, and they let your spirit find its own language. This is the mental reset of the ritual. And you know, growing up, Father Goodaz used to love an instrumental. He would just lay on the couch, play an instrumental, and just, maybe he zoned out, I don't know, but he used to love rocking instrumentals. So anyway, Jackie Matu, Reggae Magic. I want you to take this time to just let your mind wander. Where's it going to take you? Let's find out.
Once upon a time, there was a lady. She whispered something crazy, and I know I got
this is not instrumental. Oops. It's all good.
She surely got me reeling. She told me reggae magic, 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 reggae magic.
Sometimes you just have to be a little patient, right?
time there was a lady. She whispered something crazy, and I know I got the feeling, 'cause she surely got me reeling. She told me reggae magic, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Reggae magic, reggae magic, reggae magic, reggae magic.
All right, so from here we're going to move into vulnerability. We're going to get into a Dennis Brown, and he's going to take us into a quiet place where intuition lives. Intuition lives. That inner voice we ignore, silence, or we second guess. Healing asks us to listen, to trust, and to follow the parts of ourselves that know the way, even even when fear tries to take the lead instead. So I want you to let this one soften you. This is Dennis Brown, If I Follow My Heart.
Love, 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 love you. Whoa, yeah, yeah. If I follow my heart, I'm gonna love you. If I follow my dreams, I'm gonna
I had to run it again.
Like and subscribe.
love, 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 love you. Whoa, yeah, yeah. If I follow my heart, I'm gonna love you. If I follow my dreams, I'm gonna leave you. But if I follow my eyes when it's growing time, I'll be crying too. Whoa, baby. But if I follow what mom says, girl, we'll be true. Whoa, yeah. We'll be true. If I follow my heart, I'm gonna love you. Hey, if I follow my dreams, I'm gonna leave you. But if I follow my eyes when it's growing time, I'll be crying too. Whoa, baby. But if I followed what mom says, girl, we'll be true. Whoa, we'll be true. Whoa.
So, we're playing the greats tonight, and we're going to brighten the room again, okay? Alton Ellis brings warmth. He brings that kind of emotional openness that reminds you of good memories, good people, and good love. Happiness is not a distraction from healing. It's part of it. And it's a reminder that joy is still available, still reachable, and still yours. This is Alton Ellis. You make me so happy.
I've lost that love before. Got mad and I close the door. And you say try just once more. And you came and you took control. You touched my very soul. You always show me that loving you is where it's at. You made me so very happy. I've lost that love before. Got mad and I close the door. And you say try just once more. And you came and you took control. You touched my very soul. You always show me that loving you is where it's at. You made me so very happy. I'm so glad you came into my life. The others were untrue, but when it came to loving you now, I'd spend my whole life with you, girl. Cause I came and you took control. You touched my very soul. You always show me that loving you is where it's at. You've made me so very happy. I'm so glad you came into my life. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
All right.
I've lost that love before. Got mad and I close the door. And you say try just once more. And you came and you took control. You took mad and I close.
Alton, stop when I tell you to. All right, I want you to hear me clearly when I say this. This is the turning point. But before we get into that,
Like and subscribe.
all right, so Jennifer Laura carries hope in her voice. And it's the kind of hope that doesn't rush you. And you know, I've been feeling pretty mellow and easy and calm as we go through this vinyl ritual. Jennifer Laura's voice with the hope sits beside you and says, you're getting there. Change is slow, okay? So when you do go on your path for change, just know that change is tender and it's also brave, but it's slow. So I want you to let this one hold you through whatever shift you're stepping into or telling yourself that you're going to step into. Jennifer Laura, a change is going to come.
Change is gonna come, not only just for some, but for all my brothers and sisters on this land. I know this will be not only for a day, but for always, always. I said I know it's gonna come, yeah, for everyone. have been waiting so long. But hold on, brothers and sisters, hold on. Survival is not only for the strong, but for those who endureth long. But for those who endureth long. A change must come if we all live as one. Stop fighting, loving the best way we can. Remember what I say, a change is gonna come, not only.
All right.
just for
So we're going to
the
ground
day.
ourselves again.
It's
And
gonna
Dennis Brown is going to take us there because he reminds us that healing isn't just about what we release. It's also about what we keep. The strength, the lessons, the resilience, the part of ourselves that carry us through. Hold on to what's good and hold on to what's true, but hold on to what you've got. This is Dennis Brown. And if you don't mind, people, this song always puts me in some type of trance. I'm gonna vibe out. So vibe out with me.
Hold on to what you got. 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 If you can accept lot of criticism, then you know you're on your way. If you can accept on your journey, then you know my heart is yearning. Oh yeah, hold on to what you got. 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 If you can accept on your journey, then you know on your way. If you can accept on your journey, then you know my heart is really yearning. Oh yeah, boy, hold on to what you got. 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 Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Whoa, whoa. If you're on the way, first from a minute, then you know how I'm feeling. If you only wait just for a minute, then you know my heart is really yearning. Oh yeah. Hold on to what you got. Hold on to what you got, yeah. Ooh, wait, yeah, yeah. Hold on to what you got.
I want you to hold on to all of your braveness, all of your courage, all of your confidence. Don't give it up. So that was the Vinyl Ritual. I'm going to remind you.
Like and subscribe.
And I feel like Dennis is going to take us through the end of the song tonight. So I want you to take one simple breath with me, in and out, okay? And you know, I ain't leaving Sly and Robbie. Sly and Robbie is actually playing on this track. So we always stay intentional. All right, so take that one breath with me. Inhale. and exhale. Just one breath to bring you back into your body after the journey that we took together. And you know, we asked your mind to stretch it. We asked your spirit to open. We asked your curiosity to lead. And so right now, we're just settling. And if you're able, soften your shoulders, unclench your jaw, and let your hands rest wherever they fall. And picture yourself somewhere calm. Maybe a quiet yard back home, maybe a beach at dusk, maybe your own living room with the lights low. Wherever that place is for you, I want you to go there for a moment. Feel the air, feel the stillness, feel the way your body knows how to return to itself. No pressure, no expectations, no analysis, just presence. And as you sit in that space, remind yourself gently, you are safe, you are grounded, you are whole, you are here. I want to thank you for walking with me tonight. Special shout out to Kendell Cobb. You can find her at hypnosiswithkendell.com. Go and find her. Let her help you. I want to thank you for going to explore something new. And now I want to say good night. Have a good week. This is Angie Goodaz, and this has been your Big and Serious podcast. I want you to stay big. I want you to stay bold. And I want to see you next week. Have a good night, everybody. Peace. Love you a long time. Love you forever.